What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We're on the Sunshine Coast again, and we have got the man of the moment, Mr. Arjun Sharma, in the building. Welcome.
Come on.
Glad to have you here, bro.
Yeah, me too.
You're all the way from Darwin.
Yeah. So just spend the day in Brizzy to do awards, and then up on the sunny coast now. I've never been here before, so it's really nice.
Yeah, awesome,
It's good
brother.
to sit outside and not sweat.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're doing it a bit different. We had Jacob on just before, and I'm pumped to get you on the show because you're like the young gun coming through at the moment. So it's exciting to see what you can do and what you can achieve. Obviously, you've got a lot of talent there. There's still a lot to learn, but you're bringing a different kind of flair to real estate. Which is what I love. You know, you see so many agents, they come in and they're much for much. They're doing it all very similar, whereas you're not.
Yeah.
Talk to me about your style.
Well, it's my thing is I have a whole team behind me. It's not just me, you know. Jacob taught me everything I say pretty much. The boys on the camera, so I do it with my brothers there in the marketing team, Stana and Nathan. And then obviously Jacob taught me the sales, and pretty much how it started is I met Jacob at an open home. So maybe when I was 19, I started the marketing agency with my brothers.
Yep.
And we had no clients.
Yep.
And we're like, all right, how are we going to get clients? Who can we target? We're like, oh, all right. We have no money, but we're going to go to all the open homes to pretend we're buying houses. And we just talked to a couple agents. They said no. And then we met Jacob. And we're like, oh. Jacob's like, yeah, I'll give you guys a go. So we met off with them. He's like, oh, come to my office. I saw his address. I'm like, surely this is a house, you know? Rocked up to the house. It was a garage.
Yeah. So good.
I was sitting in there. I was so nervous. And anyways, we worked with him for like 2 years. And then every time I see him in person, he keeps dropping in real estate. I'm like, oh yeah, we'll see. I think April last year, I was in Sydney, coming back from Sydney, and I was like, on the plane, I was like, oh, boys, I want to try something different, you know, maybe I should get into real estate, you know. And then I just called Jacob when I was in the airport, and I was like, oh, Jacob, I want to go into real estate. And he thought I was talking about marketing or media or something like that. Like, oh no, I want to do sales. He's like, oh, yo, let's go. And then pretty much I worked for free for 4 weeks or something like that, and then made the jump into it and then haven't looked back.
So good, bro. Yeah. So good. Yeah, what a great background to come from, having that media expertise and then bringing it into real estate and bringing your own flair, which we'll talk about in a bit. But yeah, what a great business to step into as well, because Jacob is just, going 100%, but he's at the start of his journey as well. For you to come in and then bring that energy as well, it's a match made in heaven, really. I remember Jacob telling me about you before I've met you or before you started. So he was saying things to me. He's like, oh, I got these media guys that want to do all my media and stuff. And I want to build what you guys have got with your media team there. And I'm like, yeah, definitely perfect. I'm like, that's great. So he started telling me about what you're going to do. And then he was like, oh no, actually, he wants to do sales. And I was just like, true. And he's like, yeah. And then he's like, because it caught him off guard, I think.
Yeah. And
then, so he's saying all this to me and I'm like, yeah, well, let's see how it plays out. And then you've come in and you just do things a little bit different. And where is that coming from? Where does that inspiration come from? Because obviously you got your brother there and, it's a family thing that you've got with the media side.
Yeah.
Do you guys sit and talk about how do you come up with these ideas for your properties and where does it all come from?
Well, obviously you got to play to your strengths. So one of the strengths is I have a media team in my living room. So I'm like, might as well, utilize them. And because they work with other clients, not just in real estate, they work with other industries. So we're pretty much just copying what other industries doing and putting it into real estate.
Yes.
And when you're on social media, different to a realestate.com video, but when you're on social media, people are not actively looking for houses on social media. You need to catch them in the first 3 seconds. So, it started off really light, I was just out of clapping my video at the start and then kept going. We just experimenting and then bang, bang, bang. Next minute there's kangaroos in the video. But we only do it because it gets views, it gets engagement.
It does.
And probably for the first 6 months, it was just getting views and engagement. And probably in the last 2 to 3 months, we're getting listings from it now, leads, listings, people DMing me. I had 2 yesterday who just DM'd me to sell their house. I'm like, this is crazy,
Wow.
So yeah, the main thing is we didn't really talk about it. We just let's just be ourselves.
Yeah.
The good thing about Jacob is when I first joined, he didn't tell me or clip my wings. He's like, yeah, just be yourself, you know, have a mullet, wear a bomb bag in my videos. Like, it's like myself, you know?
Yeah.
And I feel like when you're yourself,
Yeah.
and this comes across to buyers and sellers, you're very authentic. If you're trying to be like someone else, they can tell that you're have a facade on, you know? Like I'm trying to say like, you know, like I'm trying to be like something I'm not. They can tell I'm lying. But if I'm myself and they go, oh, I'm just talking how I am, they can say, oh, this guy's actually, he's himself. I trust him, you know? And that's where trust comes in, their approachability as well. Like people call me on the phone, they go, hey bro, first time I'm talking to them, call me bro. I'm like, oh, this is mad, you know? Because I see the videos that I take myself too serious and stuff. Yeah. So, we didn't really plan it. Like when we do house videos, we'll just be driving in the car there and I'm like, nothing, let's just do this. And you're like, all right, cool. Figure it out on the spot, you know?
Sick.
We just don't try to spend too much time getting it out. We just want to get it out. Keep going, get it out, keep going.
Yeah. Jacob was telling me a story about how, I don't know how exactly how this goes, but you were at a listing presentation and your brother, Nathan, is doing some aerials or something. Yes. And like by the time like you finished your listing presentation, he came back and showed them a video of their property and they were like, oh my God, it's yours.
Yeah, well, what happened, it was actually Steiner. So Nathan was busy at the time, but Steiner does the drones and filming as well.
Nice.
And what happened was I was at this other house and they made an offer on it subject to their sale. And I've never done the listing pres or anything before. I didn't even know how to fill out the paperwork. I was like, I didn't know where to write the commission, you know? I was like, all right. So I was like, got the offer and I'm like, I wanted to impress Jake because like my first couple of weeks and he took a risk on me. So I'm like, oh, I want to make sure I impress this guy. So I'm not going to show him the offer straight away. It was 50 grand above what the sellers wanted. So I'm like, I get the offer and I'm like, so where do you live? All right, cool. They lived in Herbert, like 30 minutes away. So I'm like, I'll come there now. So I'm like, all right, cool, come now. Call Stan, I'm coming to pick you up now. Bring the drone, bring the camera. He's about to go gym. He jumped in my car. We drove there. So as soon as you get out, chuck the drone up in the air and start filming, pretend we have the listing.
Yeah.
And he started doing it and it worked perfectly. The guy started going, oh, I love the drone, this and that. And it was a rural property. So it was like 5 acres. And I never been to a rural property like before, you know? And I knew I had the listing as soon as he said, oh, just jump in my buggy, we'll go for a drive. I'm like, oh, this is mad. So anyways, then I jumped in the listing preso. It was really awkward. Like I was sitting in the middle here. One seller was there, one seller was here. I had my laptop open. I was just going through thing and I was like, oh, yep, just sign here. So, oh, where do I sign this? Yep, sign there. Signed it up. And then I jumped in the car, FaceTime Jacob straight away. I was like, Jacob, look. I pull up the offer form. He's like, no way, yo. And I'm like, whoop, new listing.
That's brilliant. Yeah. That's brilliant. That's talk about like thinking outside the box. And, you know, like I say to agents all the time, I'm like, especially when you're a newer agent, like you don't need to have all the runs on the board. You just got to get your clients to like you. Yeah. You know, and obviously your clients really like you. They like being around you, like your energy. And that's why they want to give you a chance. But then, you know, also you're playing to your strengths. So when you go into a listing presentation, you're probably not talking about certain things that most agents are talking about. I imagine you're talking about marketing and media and how you want their property to stand out. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. And my main thing is I'm just being myself in the listing preso. So I'm going in there. I'm very confident with the marketing. I can show them, I can say, look, I got 248,000 views in the last 30 days. This is how many, I show them this property. I say, this was on the market with another agent for 4 months. I took it off, did the video, sold it in a week. And they go, oh, really? I'm like, yeah, let's just do off market first. And they say, what do you think my house would look? Well, let's figure it out. I can tell you a number. The other agent obviously lied to you on the market for 4 months. Yeah. Let's get some buyers through. 10 buyers can't be wrong. Like Jacob was saying before, you know? Yeah. So we get the offers, 10 buyers. They're like, okay, cool. And then you go to marketing. If you want to go real estate, you want to take it off market. But that's also because I have the team behind me. So I can go in there confident knowing like, you know, like I was at a listing preso with Steph the other day and we're doing this complex deal. They're not built yet. Yeah. And it wasn't built. So I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to do the video. He's like, I'll give you the Revit files. So the architectural files and that sort of thing. I'm like, oh, yeah, my brother can do that. I didn't know he could do it. Yeah, my brother can do it. Anyways, went home. Now, can you do this? He's like, yeah, I've done it before. Oh, thank God. And then
I've seen the video. That's so cool. Like I was just like, that is absolutely sick. I was like, I don't think I've ever seen that before. And I've looked at a lot of property videos and I was just like, that is just so well done. And if anyone's got that type of property right now or need to sell that type of off-market stock off the plan, like you're a great person to contact right now.
No, and it's that coupled with like the rest of the sales team as well. So everyone in the office is just like on it, you know? Yeah. You go in the office and everyone's just churning calls out. Yeah. The office is really comfortable. We have a massage chair. Steph has a treadmill under her desk.
Nice. Yeah.
It's just fun. And it's we have a really high standard, but for us, it's just normal because everyone's just operating at a high level, especially like Jacob. When I walked in there, he goes, mate, you're going to write 500,000 this year. I was like, oh yeah, whatever, man, you know? And then he just kept saying it to me and you start believing it, you know?
Yeah. You did 150,000 in January. So, you know, like, yeah, you're definitely going to be doing 500,000. You know, like when we say these numbers and, you know, we're trying to be, you know, respectful there as well, you know, because like these numbers are crazy.
Yeah.
But did you know that that was the potential before getting into real estate?
I didn't even know what real estate was. I thought everyone just got paid salaries and then they just sold a house. I didn't know there was commission or anything.
Oh, we should have put you on a salary.
Like I didn't know too much about it, to be honest with you. And then Jacob like sat down, he started breaking me down like, oh, like I'm like out here trying to sell marketing packages and cold calling all these chiropractors, man. I'm like,
yeah,
I can just go sell a house and make more money. And it's you know, like, and I'm cold calling all day, you know? So like, I was like, I just kept trusting Jacob. He said, just do this.
Yeah.
Do that. I'll say, Jacob, what do I say here? Say this. All right, cool. Yep. Said it. It worked. And, oh, okay. Put it down. Say this, say that. So, I pretty much learned everything from Jacob. He just taught me everything.
So good.
And
so good.
the main thing is you got to leave your ego at the door.
Yes.
You think you know it, but you don't know it. So he's done it before. So I'm like, I'm just going to cop everything he just tells me to say.
Yeah.
I want to say it.
So good. Yeah, there's a lot of people in the media world who are actually salespeople. They don't realize they're salespeople, but they actually are, because all they're doing in their media every day is selling. They're like, look at my products, or look at this, how I do things. And, you know, they're great at putting the videos together and whatnot, but that's not really the piece of the puzzle that, you know, that they necessarily need to make the money. Like, this is so good. So good to be a creative. Like, it's such a hard thing to master. But then you've got this sales background that you've brought into that, well, having that knowledge. You're not necessarily doing that work. But like, it's just a match made in heaven. Like, if you can be a salesperson in media to come to real estate, I think it's like, that's like the perfect in.
Yeah. And my main thing is, yes, I was a bit rough at the start of the sales, but Jacob just let me fall straight on my face and get back up, you know, like some of the things I said on the phone, I was like real nervous at the start, and he just said, yep, whatever, keep going.
It's memorable.
Yeah, and exactly.
If you fuck it up, like, people are going to remember that. They're going to be like, that's that guy that said that stupid thing on the phone, but he's all right, you know, like, we'll check out who he is, and then they check you out on your socials, and they're like, well, this is different.
Yeah.
I'll follow that.
Exactly, yeah. And the main thing is, you just need a team around you who believes in you before you believe in yourself.
Yeah.
Because they will believe in you so much that you're like, oh, you know, you start looking around, you're like, crap, I can do this, you know? And you start getting more confident, and it's like a really good thing to have. So yeah, that's the main thing. Like, it's all team, I think. It's not any individual person. Definitely. I'm not different to no one. It's the people who are around me, you know?
So good. Yeah, that's great energy, bro, especially at your age, to have the thing about it. When you are young, you look up to these people and you think like, oh my God, I'm never gonna like achieve that, or they're so much further ahead of me. But then they'll get to a point soon and you're like, no, actually these people are exactly the same as me. They're no different to me. They're like exactly the same. They've just been doing it a little bit longer.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
That's all it is. It's just time in the game.
Yeah.
And, you know, like, if you can keep doing what you're doing right now, and sky's the limit there, you know, it's anything could happen for you.
Yeah, 100%. Like, yeah. That's the main thing, is like, the best way to learn is just do it.
Yeah.
And that's what Jacob told me. He said, just do it. And if you fail, at least you learn which way not to do it, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, you can either do it the long way or the quick way. And I'm like, I want to do it the quick way.
Yeah.
Real estate agents, what if you had a course that could give you all of the tools needed to absolutely kill it in 2025? I've built this course. I've been in real estate for 20 years. I've listed thousands of properties, and I want to give this course to you now. I used to sell this course for $2,000 a pop, and now I'm going to give it to the first 100 people for absolutely free. It's yours for the taking. Snap it up.
It's nice every day you get to be around your family as well, like your brother.
Yeah.
I'm the same. I've got my brother that works with me. We're a year apart.
Yeah.
So probably very similar to you guys. You know, do you ever clash? You ever have a few fights here and there?
Oh yeah, but it's like resolved after 30 seconds. You know?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Like he'll like, because we're working together, it's like we're really like a pressure cooker, you know?
Yeah.
So I'll come home from work. I have worked like long day. I come home, I'm like tired. Nathan comes, oh, come look at this. Come look at this. And then other way around as well. He'll be editing all day, have his headphones on, and I'll be sitting there like this, and I'll be breathing like, He's like, shut up, bro. I'm like, and then Steiner and Nathan, they get in the most each other because they're working from home all day together.
Yeah.
So it got to the point where they used to work on the same desk.
Yeah.
And like I said, just breathing. Steiner and I was like, bro, you got to go to another desk, man. So he has his own desk set up on the other side of the room now.
Yeah.
So we definitely have clashes, but it's like you meant to, like, it's a good thing, you know, like,
Yeah.
and we're all honest with each other. Like Nathan showed me a video the other day and he goes, what do you think of this? I'm like, oh man, that doesn't look realistic at all.
Yeah.
He knew it in the back of his head though as well.
Yeah.
He's just looking for validation. So no, man, he spent the extra time, post it, and then it did really well. So I think it's all accountability as well. Like everyone keeps each other accountable. And it's also inspiring when you wake up, your home is just an office. Yeah, where am I going to sit on the couch and watch TV? There's nowhere to do it. It's either a podcast or work. So when they're working, if there's two of them working, I'm like, oh, I need to work as well. So I sit down and start working, you know? So yeah, I think it's all environment. Like, you know, what's that saying? You're the sum of 5 people. So I think that's really true. Like everyone around you lifts you up like a rising tide lifts all the boats.
So good, bro. So good. Yeah, you got a real good energy to you. Yeah, it's exciting to see what might actually happen with your business, especially if you just keep going and just adding pieces to it, and just like the amount of sales that you could potentially make, and the amount of people that you could help as well, because you've been helped. And then now you can start helping people. So you can start to build your army underneath you, you know, and that's like crazy because you'll get so much, you know, you get so much fulfillment from doing that, you know, and helping out your family, helping out your brothers, helping out, you know, the media guys around you. Like, yeah, it's not when you're successful, they're successful because you're getting them more shoots, you know, like and everyone's winning. It's powerful, bro.
Oh, yeah. And it's just everyone has their own different roles, you know, and different seasons. So like, right now I might be killing it. Yeah. Next season, Nathan might killing it. Next season, Steiner. Next season, Jacob again, you know? Yeah. So the main thing is we all stay humble. We stick to our roots, you know? We go together as a team, you know? Like I've seen it so many times when people, they make it, they're like so out of touch with reality. Like
seriously,
they have no idea, you know? Like no one really likes them. They're just around there for the money. Yeah. The main thing is we just keep each other humble, and you know, that's the main thing.
Yeah, there's full of that in real estate, bro. Yeah, that's why it's going to be so good for you guys to come in and make a scene and make a statement. But loving watching what you guys are creating. I think there's definitely going to be levels to what you do next, and we'll talk about that another time. I think there's certain things about how you can change and get into this prestige world, and we'll speak a bit more about that off camera. But there's sky's the limit, bro.
Yeah, man.
Sky's the limit.
Yeah. Do you have any advice for me?
I think just keep being you. Yeah. I definitely think, you got to keep your foot on the pedal. Yeah. And not be scared to invest in yourself because, you know, like your name is your name and you're a very memorable guy. So the more you spend on yourself, the more you, you keep working on yourself, the more people are going to want to deal with you anyway. Yeah. And just taking a bet on yourself at all times, you know, but being self-aware of the people that are around you, trying to help you that whole time. You know, they're always going to be there to support you. They supported you at 0. They're going to be supporting you at 1 million, at 2 million. They're always going to be there for you, you know, and it's like, just trying to just be a better version of you every day. Yeah. That's like, and you'll go through these stages where you'll have a heap of money in your bank account. And it's harder to slip away. And there'll be like these moments where your ego can try and take away from you. But if you can stay around the right people and, you know, you can reinvest that money into things. Like you don't need a heap of money in your bank account right now. Put it into property, invest it into things, you know, that are going to give you options and choices down the track, you know, but we'll help you with all of that stuff as you grow. Absolutely, you know, so.
Well, that's how a couple months ago, I think it was getting to a point where I was like just doing emails and I wasn't doing calls or anything. I was just so bogged down in all the deal stuff. Yeah. And Jay goes, it's time to hire someone. I was like, let's go. And got someone in, and it's been the best thing so far. I haven't even touched my emails at all. It's just calls all day. And the good thing is it's not just about my time, it's the clients. Yeah. They're looked after better now. Yeah. I'm not missing stuff. They have someone who's dedicated to help them through the process. And I can spend more time making sure that I find buyers for the property, you know? So,
absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Well, it's exciting business to watch. If you're not following Arjun on social media, check him out because they do things a little bit differently and you will be impressed with what they do. So keep going hard, brother. Appreciate you. Thank you.